should I do? Pearl Harley's ears or not?
Pool.
Full. Full.
Pool.
Full.
Pool. Pool.
Full. That's Sholmes.
Oh.
Discord didn't pick up most of that.
Oh.
You know, if you're saying choo-choo, I can't hear it. Discord does not seem to want to pick it up. Hello everybody, welcome back. We are here with Sholmes and Mikatoba as a little change of pace, and we got 30 minutes to figure out what happened and where Jijoku is. Oh, right, we're gonna go right into the examining now. Okay then. What in the world
You kind of forgot we were like in the middle of about to examine this room, didn't you?
Yeah, even though we just did the last video in like 2 minutes ago or something.
It's fine. We don't have object permanence.
Nope.
There's a speaking tube here. Look, so it's been stoppered by some cloth. So the voices of the crewmen on the bridge aren't an annoyance, I suppose.
Or indeed, so that the voices in this cabin aren't heard elsewhere.
Could something have happened in here that was for no one else's ears, do you think?
Either that, or it could be to prevent snakes from entering.
Sholmes.
Really become a favorite case of yours, hasn't it?
Quite the exquisite glass, I must say. See here how it...
Is something wrong, Sholmes? You suddenly trailed off.
Ice, Mikatoba, ice! What opulence the first-class passengers enjoy. Chilled drinks.
Pardon?
Could it be that the steamship is equipped with an electrically refrigerated cold room, do you think?
Well, it is a luxury liner. After all. They have enormous refrigerators for storing all sorts of lavish produce as well as ice. On our voyage from Japan, we enjoyed culinary delights from all over the world.
Suddenly, Mikatoba, the sight of you is making my mouth water.
What? What?
I haven't taken on the flavor of the food I ate, you know.
Sholmes. What the heck?
The waste paper basket, look. And there's still rubbish inside.
Indeed? Then let us pry.
Oh, please, you first.
I've discovered recently I have a penchant for exploring the contents of others' waste paper baskets.
I sincerely hope only for your work. You did not answer that. Okay, alright.
Ah. Here we have a notice issued to passengers from 3 days ago.
3 days ago? The night before we arrived in London, then. When I was still aboard myself.
An evacuation drill notice. Okay, I didn't push anything. That just went all the way by itself.
Ah, yes. There was an evacuation drill. I remember now. For our safety and security, all first-class passengers were constantly under the watchful eye of the crew. So it was a welcome relief to have some privacy for once.
Is that...
Still you, KB.
Okay, this is sonically a different video, but whatever, okay. Evacuation drill itinerary! A notice about the practice of evacuation to be carried out by the crew of the SS Grouse the night before the ship arrived in Delhi. It was found in Judge Jigoku's cabin.
Between me and you, we have the least amount of roles at the moment when it comes to like this is now the Lewis and Final show, so it must be one of us.
Well, yeah, I guess we are missing the two pivotal characters.
Yeah, kind of.
According to the report I was given, Naruhodo was concealing himself in Asogi's wardrobe.
Indeed he was, and it was of a similar size to this one.
We get it, you're reusing assets.
Ah, you must climb inside yourself, my dear fellow.
I'd rather not. Whatever for?
It was the site of my first faithful meeting with Mr. Naruhodo. You can experience the moment for yourself now, complete with my dramatic rhetoric.
We don't have time for this, sir.
Come along now, in you go. This will only take a moment.
Really, Sholmes, surely you can just tell me what you said.
But that's so fun.
Well, I added some brilliant remark and opened the wardrobe to reveal the stowaway murderer.
But he wasn't the...
I think I'll just read about it in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. These are the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Additionally, there are severe punishments for stowing away in wardrobes and/or travel cases. Can't imagine who would have tried something like that.
Hold on, was that rule there last time?
Nope.
I feel the rules have increased since I last read them. Probably just my imagination.
What about the fact that they're not straight on the wall? Doesn't that strike you?
You may be right. Probably just your imagination, though. A trifle.
Hey.
And you know what I always say, Mikotoba. There is nothing important about trifles.
Probably just my imagination, but I think that might be slightly off.
Have we not put attention to the thing? Okay.
Attention to the what?
Don't worry about it, it's not on screen anymore.
Okay.
It's a very sizable trunk indeed.
Deishio's partial to all things large.
And a rather clumsy fellow if he failed to notice he left that behind.
Perhaps he left it on purpose. It's lighter than you might think, but still a hindrance to a speedy escape.
Pity. It's locked, so we can't look inside.
Dude, just...
Surely 5 seconds from now the situation will be quite different, though.
Didn't we what?
unlock the door to get in here.
Yeah, that's what Mikoto was pointing out.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for him to go, I know how to do doors, not chests.
Sadly not. It has a 7-digit combination lock. And I'm not in a morose enough mood to work through all the combinations at present.
Well, there's your answer.
Okay.
Plenty of reading material to keep passengers occupied on the long sea voyages. I found the mixture of classic literature and easy reading to be most satisfactory, I must say.
Whatever stocked this bookcase was a hopeless heretic. There's no copy of The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, my dear fellows.
Well, there's only one fellow with you right now.
I'm afraid it's just me, but no, you're quite right. More blasphemous than overlooking the Bible.
Is the Bible in here?
I shall leave a copy behind. I just happen to have one with me.
Of course you
A
do.
copy of the Bible? You're a true missionary of the Church of Great Detectives, aren't you?
No, I don't. I think he has a copy of his own work.
Oh yeah, no, I know, I'm just... The wall's a slightly different color just here. Almost like something was hanging here and moved somewhere else. Do you see?
Indeed. What you have observed arises when a frame that has been hanging for some time is removed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps your friend is an art thief.
Now there's a bold deduction worthy of a great detective, I'm sure.
He may very well be the elusive thief who has been plaguing France's galleries of late.
I think perhaps we should focus our attentions elsewhere, Sholmes. Don't you?
The amount of sarcasm and sass that Mikatoba has in talking to Sholmes is amazing.
That outline on the wall. I feel as though I might have spotted something of that similar shape and size elsewhere. Perhaps a little to the left.
Oh no, he's here.
A little to the left, that's a video game.
You are still here!
Ah, Abel Seaman Stroganoff. Hello again.
I was beginning to think you'd never materialize.
Eh? You are waiting for me?
Of course, I was expecting you to burst in with a hearty Russian profanity far sooner.
I was in trouble with Captain because of trick you played before!
Poor innocent chicken.
It's all your fault! Ship leaving port soon. Get off! Now!
Of course, we shall disembark presently, my dear fellow, but first... there is something that must be done.
What are you talking about?
Why, naturally... the debunking of your deceit and the barring of the truth. The bearing of the truth.
Kakoi?
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 That's a chicken sound.
I'm afraid I see through your lies.
The Russian
Like how
sound
in-
of chicken. Kakoi!
Well, like caw. Caw.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Are you okay, KB?
Another matter.
For one thing, Mr. Jigoku has not yet left this vessel at all.
No?
And for another, my dear Seaman Stroganoff, you know exactly where the man is even as we speak, don't you?
He's not in his trunk, is he?
How can you?
Good gracious, Sholmes. You mean you've worked it out? All of it?
It's really been too long, hasn't it, old friend? 10 years, no less. So, would you care to join me for a dance of my inimitable logic and reasoning?
We only have like 10 minutes left before the recess is over. We don't have time for this.
Nothing would please me more.
We don't have time for this.
No, it's okay. I've done this before. I know how to I know how to speedrun this.
What is this? Lewis is exactly correct about this.
We have but minutes until the vessel puts to sea. No games now. Time is of the essence. Mr. Shironov, allow me to remind you of your earlier claim. You told us that Jigoku left the ship some 2 hours ago.
That is what I said.
Sadly, that was a rather clumsy lie. You see, there is something in this room that quite clearly contradicts it.
What?
Ah, yes, of course.
I see you've noted too, Mikatoba. Then please, do take the lead. What in this cabin shows the impossibility of Jigoku having disembarked 2 hours ago? Let's see what the last 3 years have done to your observational skills then, Mikatoba.
It's been 10 years since we last It's been 10 years since we last did this, Sholmes, not 3.
And we can feel it.
Why, of course it has. Quite.
Look, so much of the speed running, how long it's also been.
Now, all the clues are here in this cabin for your eyes to see.
Talking's a free action, don't you know?
But as I always say, you must not merely look, but observe. Observe and the answers become clear. So, impress me.
I think I can manage that.
We put all the pieces together now. What shows that Jigoku is still in here?
Maybe the fact that all his clothes are on the floor?
No.
The
No?
ice.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
the ice, yeah. Oh, would he have a fresh cup of ice water if he wasn't even here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby!
Perhaps you should have cleared away that glass?
Curious that the ice shouldn't have melted despite it being abandoned 2 hours ago.
No!
It would appear that the man was here in this very cabin until moments before our arrival. With this well-chilled glass in hand.
Get your mind off the refreshments, Shones.
One might even conclude that somebody informed him of our boarding. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Stroganoff?
But why would Seishio run from us?
Before we consider that question, allow me to confirm one small matter. Would I be correct in saying that these first-class cabins of the SS Grouse are the same ones in which you and Mr. Jigoku were accommodated on your voyage from Japan?
Ah, that's right, they are. I was in the cabin next door, and Seishiro was... yes. 50 days in this very cabin during our voyage.
As I suspected, for you see, there are traces in this cabin of a dark secret that Mr. Jigoku had to hide.
What traces?
I know nothing about this!
Ah, this is news to you, is it, Mr. Stroganoff?
Gnomes, what exactly are you getting at?
As I said, there are traces in this cabin of some nefarious activity. Something that appears out of place, which I'm quite sure won't have escaped your notice.
It is quite literally glaring at us.
Something out of place in here.
That's the key to this, Mikotoba. The remnants of the dark deed that took place in here are being masked by something quite incongruous. I must say, I didn't foresee ever doing this dance of deduction with you again, Mikotoba.
No, quite. But life is full of unexpected twists and turns, as we well know. Now then, let's see if I can't uncover the truth here.
Yes, you have the floor, my dear fellow.
Well, it's one of two things. It's either the frame or the pipe.
Let's go with the frame because my thing is already over it.
Take that!
Okay.
I love this. I love this.
It's the rules of passage in this frame here. They're obviously out of place. The way they're hanging crooked on the wall. Unless if they were put there in a hurry.
Yes, as I'm sure you've already concluded. That frame was originally over here. The shape and size are a perfect match.
Duh! You were right! When did frame move?
Hardly the most observant of crewmen, are you, Mr. Stroganoff? I would think your captain is quite justified in having his reservations about your reliability.
Ugh.
Oh dear. That really seemed to touch a nerve.
So, Mikotoba, why don't you lift that frame off the wall?
That looks like a bullet hole.
What? Who has been shooting walls?
I see the projectile has been removed. Clearly, the careful occupant of this room has hardly disposed of it. Oh, already disposed of it. Now then, Mr. Stroganoff, I have the distinct impression that you're the shield's an occupant.
I don't know what you are talking about. Why would I try to protect Eastern stranger?
So we're talking about the same man, I see. Good. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this in no time. Aren't you? Because there's some very noteworthy evidence that explains the reason why you're lost, man. Yes, you've been told to keep up this pretense, as clearly shown by...
I really don't know how to approach this one, Sholmes. I'm losing the plot a little.
My dear Mikitoba, simply keep the first principles in mind. Study your subject from every angle. And I'm quite sure that you'll see it. In fact, I'd put a wager on it.
So I'm to glare at the fellow from all sides. Well, I can certainly do that.
What is that dialogue?
I mean, he's been doing it to us the whole time. I'm fine with it.
It's in his pocket.
Like, money?
Where is this? Oh.
Chunky
There's-
arms!
No, not that. Not that.
Come on, there.
We gotta look at his butt. There we go. Thank you. The butt. We're playing Pokemon Arceus Pokemon Legends Arceus. We need the butt.
First we
need the
saw the
butt?
tip, now we have to see the butt.
Wait, why would he need butt?
Megatoba just looking at this guy's butt.
Well, he's looking very respectfully.
It's almost too obvious for words.
What? The universal language of the world.
Butts. Yes, money. We said the same thing.
It could be two things.
Ah, that's
You
true.
know, Rabbit, these receivers are too late. I definitely heard you that time.
And I'd wager that the Eastern fellow in question is Seishiro Jigoku, yes? So, I presume you realize what this means. There are clear signs that a crime has been committed in this cabin. And the way you're going, sir, you'll find yourself accused of being an accomplice.
But
I believe you know, Mr. Stroganoff. You know where Mr. Jigoku was hiding at this precise moment in time.
Oh.
Was I right and he's in the freaking trunk?
He's looking at the trunk.
As always, Mikitoba, in matters of deduction, the furtive glance is your unfaltering ally.
Yes, I think you're onto something there, Sholmes. You found a chink in this burly fellow's armor.
We need only follow the man's gaze to know where our prey is hiding. The slightest flicker of the pupils, a minutely delayed blink. Nothing escapes my attention, even that which is barely perceptible.
You could hardly call this barely perceptible, Sholmes. The man's turned his entire head. It's not exactly what you describe as a furtive glance, is it? It's almost too obvious.
We shall let your tapping shoes decide, my dear fellow.
Yeah. I wonder what he's looking at.
He's in the bullet hole, clearly!
He's
He's in the garbage can.
He shrunk himself down.
My god, he's under the clothes, somehow.
You turned immediately to look at this large trunk, didn't you? The truth is, Seijiro Jigoku was unable to escape from the ship in time. and is, at this very moment, doing his best to stifle his breath inside this trunk.
If he still has a breath to take, I fear he may be running dangerously low on air. I imagine he didn't count on us making a nuisance of ourselves for quite so long.
We're just dancing around in front while this guy's dying in the trunk.
What the hell is going on out there?
I'm just imagining Jigoku in there. It's like, I should have known not to try this with Sherlock Holmes on the ship. I should have known.
Part of me just wanted him to just be so frustrated, just open up the trunk and just be struggling to breathe. Like, fuck this, I can't take it anymore.
Well, he can. It's locked.
Maybe he can lock it from the inside.
Oh,
No, it's a combination lock. There's no way.
Even better. I mean,
I think it,
Drebber managed to get out of his safe because he had a thing on the other side. You never know.
Yeah, but that's not Drebber.
I think it would be in everyone's best interest for us to open the trunk as quickly as possible.
But how can we? Are you forgetting about the combination lock? We don't know the 7-digit code.
The combination lock can't be opened from inside the trunk.
Oh, well, there we go. Thanks, Sholmes.
Therefore, there must have been an arrangement for somebody to open it after our departure.
Wonder if it was written on someone's arm or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am
course.
#1 Sholmes fan.
In short, before Jigoku hid himself inside that trunk, he must have told somebody the 7-digit number for the lock. As I'm sure you can confirm, Mr. Stroganoff.
No, I know nothing about combination code.
Oh my god, it's literally just upside down. That's all it is.
Actually, I'm very curious now because he was still Sherlock Holmes in the Japanese version. How did they handle that?
It's still the same, but I think the code is different.
Okay.
I have to look at the footage again. I gotta go back, but I'm pretty sure it's like
5531045.
that sounds correct.
Don't move a muscle. We skipped that line.
Good seaman. I thought you read it. Sorry. Well,
Now, Migatoba, would you do the honors and open the trunk?
How on earth do you expect me?
It's a 7-digit number, remember? Quickly now, we have little time.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they still did the same
5.
thing. Wait, can I do this? No, I have to do it.
5, 2,
Glad you're paying attention because I wasn't.
3,
Lewis put like a
1.
note, like took out a notepad.
0, 4, 5. No, I literally turned my head upside down and read his fucking arm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
the point. That's his arm is actually a number if you turn it upside down.
Well,
It's just-
I got that. I understood that. I'm mentally picturing Lewis at his desk, standing up and being like, "Okay, can I
turning
turn my
his
head up?"
upside down.
Yeah.
No, I did that. That's literally what I did.
Yeah,
Literally
it's,
stood up, turned my head upside down. 5, 2, 3, 1, 0, 4, 5.
Yeah, so the Japanese version, I'm pretty sure it is Sherlock, but flipped upside down. Same idea, just slightly different coding, obviously, because you know.
Sherlock's is 8 letters though.
That's why I said they did some editing on there.
Oh, okay.
Take that!
Just imagining now, like Link from Tears of the Kingdom kicking the chest open. Get out here, you! Kick!
Ow! I'm not wearing any footwear.
That did it. It's open.
You had to meddle, didn't you? What the frickin'? Well, Eugen, you found me now.
Seishiro.
How... Are you okay? I mean, you're not, because clearly
okay?
we yeah. Also, I just realized your buttons are made of all of the, like, attorney's badges.
They're his trophies.
He kills people?
Oh, no, it's all the attorneys he's disbarred or something.
Oh, okay.
That being said, you know there's a gunshot there, so we can't rule that out.
Oh,
I was really hoping beyond hope not to find you here, you know.
But you're not entirely unsurprised, I take it.
No, quite. I just wish it were some other way.
Well, are you ever going to introduce me?
Must I?
Ah. Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Sholmes. I've read stories of many of your exploits.
Excuse my manners, Sholmes. This is Mr. Jigoku, my old friend and traveling companion.
The devil's
What?
in the details, Mikatoba. I believe you meant to say your old friend and traveling companion. Who made the cowardly decision to flee the country without a word to anyone when things turned sour.
I see my reputation precedes me as well. What an honor.
Oh no. Ah,
Oh yeah!
the dots, I've connected them. Ah,
uh-huh.
Yeah, all the dots on his coat.
sure, that. Well, Seishiro, are you going to explain all this?
Is he? We'll have to find out in the next video, guys. We're a little
Oh,
bit over
okay.
again. So, we'll see you all then.
I don't have to explain anything to you if there's not enough time. Good day.
Yeah, well,
If I connect the
too
dots,
bad,
it does
you
look
can't
like a
leave.
cup.
Well, I can stall.
You can't leave, buddy. You're here forever.